Hi students, how are you all? I hope you all are happy and healthy, and I hope you all are safe. Okay students, I think you all are watching the videos and studying well. So let's just recall what you have studied in the last class. Can anyone remember what have you studied in the last class? Yes, you have seen about civilization, the important civilizations in the world. Then when was the cuneiform writing found? And the other name for the Indus Valley civilization is the Harappan civilization because it is situated near Harappa. Good. Thank you students for remembering what you have studied in the last class. So now let's just get into our today's topic, which is Unit 3, the early Tamil society and culture. And from this unit, we'll just see one subtopic, which is the sources for the study of early Tamil society. So the first one we'll see about the sources. There are four sources in the early Tamil society. They are classical Tamil literature, second one is the epigraphy, third one is the archaeological excavations and material culture, and the fourth and the last one is non-Tamil sources or the foreign accounts. Let's just see one by one. The first one is the classical Tamil literature. This classical Sangam corpus consists of four. Corpus means collection. They consist of four and they are Tolkappiyam, Padinel Melkanakku. It consists of two. They are the Pattu Pattu or the 10 ideals or and the Ettu Togai or the 8 anthologies. Then the third one is Padinel Keelkanakku and the last one is the 5 epics. We'll see what is the first one, Tolkappiyam. Tolkappiyam is an attribute to Tolkappiyar and it is the earliest written work on the Tamil grammar. Earliest written work on the Tamil grammar is Tolkappiyam. The second one is the Padinel Melkanakku. It consists of two we have seen, that is Pattu Pattu, and Pattu Pattu is a long 10 long songs and we'll see one by one. They are Tirumurugaatrupadai, Porumanatrupadai, Perumbanatrupadai, Sirumbanatrupadai, Mullaipaattu, Nedunalvadai, Madurai Kanchi, Kurunji Paattu, Patinampalai, and the last one is Malaipadu Kadam. Next we'll see the Ettu Togai. They are Natchinai, Kuruntogai, Paripadal, Paditru Pattu, Ainguru Nooru, Kalitogai, Agana Nooru, and the last one is Purana Nooru. So these are the Padinel Melkanakku. Next one we'll see the Padinel Keelkanakku. Padinel Keelkanakku. They consist of 18 texts and it says about the ethics and morals. So one of the main texts is the Tirukural and it is written by Thiruvalluvar. Yes, good. I know you all know this. And Tirukural, it consists of 1330 couplets and it considers questions of morality, statecraft and love. The next and the last one is the last source is the 5 epics. They are the Silapadigaram, Manimegalai, Sivaka Sindhamani, Valayapati, and the last one is Kundalakesi. These are the important epics and they are the very high quality epics and a long narrative poems. So please remember all these. The next source is epigraphy. Epigraphy, what do you think epigraphy is? Yes, it's the study of inscription. So epigraphy is a study of inscription. So it is documents scripted on stones, copper plates, coins, rings, etc. So these inscriptions are scripted on stones, copper plates, coins, rings, and etc. So these are found in many sites, many evidences. These inscriptions will be found, and the most important inscription in this Tamil society is the Tamil Brahmi inscription, and this inscription is found in more than 30 sites in Tamil Nadu, and it is mostly found on cave surfaces and on rock shelters. The rock shelters and cave surfaces. In cave surfaces, they draw a drip line at a rock cave that prevents them from rainwater when they live in the caves. So the rainwater, this line prevents it from coming into the cave. And below this drip line, they also have inscriptions that are being inscribed in Tamil Brahmi script. And the rock shelters, that is nothing but the rock beds where Jain monks they travel all around the world, and they come and stay in the caves where they made their rock beds for themselves, and we also can find inscriptions on these rock beds. There are some of the important sites, which are the Mangulam, Muttupattu, Pugalur, Archalur, and Pongara Pulayangulam. Next is the hero stones. Hero stones is nothing but a memorials erected for those who lost their life in battles and in cattle raids. So in today's modern day, we say heroes, people like to sacrifice lives, or people who act in movies or serials. We all say them all heroes. In those periods, people who lost their life in battles during hunting, many other things, they lost their life. So they are also known as the heroes. And their memorials they are kept stones, and they are called as the hero stones. And this procedure of hero stones is described in Tolkappiyam. There are inscriptions on potteries. Potteries are nothing but they are made out of clay, ceramics, etc. And on these potteries, they engrave their names in Tamil Brahmi script. So in these potteries, there are many inscriptions. They also engrave their names, and they engrave it in Tamil Brahmi script. The third one is the archaeological sites. Archaeological sites. The archaeological excavations refers to a systematical digging a site to recover material evidence for exploring and interpreting societies of past. So they find sites, and in that sites they get evidences of the people. They explore that evidence, and they also interpret about through that evidence about their life and the society they live and the culture and the materials they used. All these they find it through the evidence. And there are many excavation sites, and the important are the Archimedu, the Korakai, and the Keeladi excavation, which you all have been heard during these periods. It is all about the Sangam age, where people from the Sangam age period, they lived in this area, and they lived their own culture through the potteries, through the materials they found, through the drainage system. They say it as the Sangam age period. They say this as the Sangam age period. They also found ring wells and many other things in this Keeladi excavation. Students, please follow this Keeladi excavation news and get updated about it. It is a really very interesting excavation site. So there are many monuments, archaeological sites that are being preserved. So who preserves them? Yes, they are the Archaeological Survey of India. Archaeological Survey of India is nothing but a central government agency that manages archaeological sites and monuments in India. And the government of Tamil Nadu has its own department of archaeology, called the Tamil Nadu State Department of Archaeology. Here they also find evidences of material culture and in these important sites. There are some material cultures like they find of the findings of brick structures, industrial activities, and many beads, bangles, bracelets, camions, intaglios. They all are being found. They all are the evidences that are found in this period. And you can see in the picture about the antiquity jewelry. The coins. Coins were one of the most important one, and it is a medium of exchange which was introduced for the first time in Sangam age. There are many coins such as Chela coins, Cholas and Pandyas, the punched mark coins, the Roman coins. All these coins were found in the Sangam period. So these punched mark coins, what do you mean by punched mark coins? It is nothing but it is made out of silver, and there are many symbols which have been punched on these coins. Example you can say about the kings. They have their own symbols. Whatever symbols it is that will be punched on these coins. So many symbols have been punched on these coins. That is why it is called the punched mark coins. The last one is the non-Tamil sources, which is also known as the foreign accounts. They also offer information on early Tamil society with outside world. So not alone gathering information among themselves, they also have interaction from the outside world. That is why they say that these informations are not alone from the society among themselves, but also they interact with the outside world. There are some foreign accounts. They are the Arthashastra, which is written by Kautilya, and it is during the period of Maurya. They also refer about the Pandyan country. The next one is Mahavamsa. It is a Sri Lankan Buddhist chronicle which is composed in Pali language. It also mentions about merchants, horse traders of Tamil Nadu in South India. The third one is Periplus of Erythraean Sea. So this is a Greek book, Greek text which is written about the navigational guide where sailors use this book. So it is useful for sailors to know the direction of through the seas where they travel around. And also this book also it refers about the Chera and the Pandyan ports. All these were found in this books. The next one is the Pliny's natural history. Pliny's natural history. Pliny is the elder. He was a Rome who wrote natural history. It was written in Latin, and it is a text where natural wealth of Roman Empire was written. It also speaks about pepper trade, and also mentions that the Pandyas of Madurai controlled the port and of the Kerala coast. So these trades like pepper trade were all mentioned in this natural history. Next one is the Ptolemy's geography. It is nothing but a gazetteer or a atlas. It provides the geographical details about the Roman Empire in the 2nd century. It was made by Ptolemy during the Roman period. And about the period of Sangam, this Ptolemy's geography mentions some places of Kaveri Kumpattinam, Kanyakumari. All these places were mentioned in this geography. The last one is the Veena papyrus. Papyrus is nothing but a paper which is used in the olden days. It contains of agreements between traders. It also mentions about the ships, and this is very most important paper that is used in ancient Egypt. So this is a great document, and this paper is the oldest one. That is why they have kept it in a museum. So there are many papyrus paper that are kept in the museum. That museum is situated in Vienna in Austria. That is why it is called the papyrus, Vienna papyrus. So students, we have seen till the foreign accounts of the Tamil society. So I hope you all will remember what you have studied now. Let's just summarize what you have studied so far. We have studied about the sources of Tamil literature. So what are the sources? Yes, they are the classical Tamil literature. Anyone's the second source is the epigraphy. The third one is the archaeological excavation, and the last one is the Tamil Brahmi source or the foreign accounts. We can also say it as the non-Tamil sources or the foreign accounts. Okay, students, I hope you all will remember and study and concentrate and prepare for the test which we would give you. So please, students, take care of yourself.